Alright, time to make some mashed potatoes. What I've got here is some white waxy potatoes that I already peeled. And now I'm just kind of cutting them into chunks. Really doesn't matter what size the chunks are as long as they're all about the same size so they cook at the same time. Also, don't worry about those little bits of peel left on there. Let's face it, that's where most of the nutrition is anyway. Now for these potatoes, I would like to shout out my local Freegan Market. It doesn't look like I'll be using that one. If you have a Freegan Market in your area, I highly recommend you go there for your basic produce needs, because things like potatoes are absolutely wonderful. They keep well. You can get a lot for little. I'm starting this with cold water. And the reason I'm starting with cold water is because it preserves the natural potato starches better. So now we're just gonna let those come up to a boil. Oh, I need to put some salt in, don't I? Now this, you want to put enough salt in so it tastes like the ocean. Potatoes love salt. It's really hard to oversalt potatoes. Please don't take that as a challenge. But we're just gonna let these sit and come to a boil. So now that our potatoes have boiled to the point where they are fork tender, and you can easily stick a fork in them, it's time to have some fun. This is a potato ricer. You can use the traditional mash and that'll give you more of a lumpy texture, but personally, I'm in love with this thing. It is so much fun to use. We're just gonna load her up. Well, potatoes don't want to come out, do they? And just squeeze those potatoes right out. And this is going to end up being some of the creamiest mashed potatoes you have ever had. To the potato water, but I'm going to reserve about half a cup at the bottom. All that starchy goodness is going to mix with our riced potatoes and our milk and butter and just whip up beautifully. Let's take a quick taste, see if they need any more salt in them. That is so good, just like that. But we're gonna make it better. Put in a couple of knobs of butter, however much you're comfortable with, because Southern cooking is measured with heart, not with a tablespoon. A little bit of good heavy whipping cream in there. And just start mixing it all together. I think I'm going to need a better mixing spoon than that. go. Now that's a mix. You're just going to mix this together until the butter is all melted in and incorporated. Now, if you don't like your potatoes to be as milky as these are, you just add a little bit less cream to it. Like I said, you're measuring with your heart. And that makes some of the most beautiful, creamiest mashed potatoes you can imagine. Now you can pair these up with a little bit of butter or some gravy or whatever works for you.